Hello students, welcome back. I am Rinkesh sir and today we will start with exercise 8.2 of chapter number 8, that is binomial theorem. Okay, now before starting the exercise, let's learn some basics. If I take a plus b whole raised to n, then the total number of terms will be equal to n plus 1. So remember, if it is given a plus b whole raised to n, then the total number of terms will be n plus 1. Okay. The formula for general term, the question is asked, give the formula for general term, then it will be t r plus 1 equal to n c r e raised to n minus r b raised to r. This is the formula for general term. Okay, so this will be used for coefficient. Okay, it will be used to find out the coefficient. If the question is asked, find out the coefficient of x raised to 5 or something like that. Okay, then we'll put down this, and finally we'll put, suppose the question is find out the coefficient of b raised to 5 in this question, then we'll find out this formula, and then b raised to r it's given, so we will take r equal to 5. Okay, then we will solve it. So whatever the number comes ahead of b raised to 5, that will be the coefficient. Okay, then it is used to find out the constant term. Okay, if I want to find out the constant term, then in that case, whatever the power x is having, we have to take 0. Suppose in this case, the power b is having r, and if b and a both are variable, then n minus r will be equal to 0 and r will be also equal to 0. Okay, it will not be a situation like n minus r and r, but in this case, we have to take the power as 0. Okay, then middle term. Okay, suppose n is equal to 7. That means total term will be equal to 8. Clear? So now there will be two middle terms. There are 8 terms, then there will be two middle terms. That is 8 by 2 and 8 plus 1 by 2. So remember, whenever the n is odd, then you will have two middle terms. So that will be equal to fourth term and 8 plus 2 by 2, sorry, 10th, fifth term. I need to find out T4 and T5. How will I find out T4? Using the formula for general term. So I want TR plus, I have the formula of TR plus 1. So T4 will be equal to T3 plus 1. Now we have to take R equal to 3 and put down the values here. And T5, that will be T4 plus 1. So at that time we have to take R is equal to 4. Okay. Then we can find out any term. Okay, one more thing about this middle term. Okay, sorry, we'll see this any term later on. For middle term, suppose if n is even, like n is equal to 6, then the total term, that will be equal to 7. At that time, the middle term will be equal to 7 plus 1 by 2, that is 4, fourth term. So we need to find out T4. Clear? Now we can find out any term. Like if the question is asked, find out T8, then what will you do? T8, that will be equal to T7 plus 1. So our value of R is 7, and put on the value of R in this form. Clear? Okay. Just note down this concept, and then we will start with exercise 8.2. Okay, now let's start with question 1 of exercise 8.2. Question 1 and 2. Find the coefficient of, first is x raised to 5 in x plus 3 by, sorry, raised to 8. So x plus 3 raised to a. So a equal to x, b equal to 3 and n equal to 8. Okay, so let's start the formula for general term. Tr plus 1 ncr a raised to n minus r b raised to r. So what is n? 8. C r a raised to a is x raised to 8 minus r, and b is 3 raised to r. Okay, so 8cr into 3 raised to r x raised to 8 minus r. We got this as t of r plus 1. Now for coefficient of x raised to 5. Now see, this is the coefficient and this is the variable. So if I want x raised to 5, 8 minus r must be equal to 5. So 8 minus r must be equal to 5. Okay, that means r is equal to 3. Okay, so coefficient of x raised to 5 is this one. Okay, 8c instead of r 3 raised to 3. 8c3 8 factorial upon 3 factorial. 8 minus 3 5 factorial and 3 cube 27. 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial upon 3 factorial, that is 6 into 5 factorial. 5 factorial gets cancelled, 6 gets cancelled. Okay, so it's 8 sevens are 56 into 27. Okay, so when you will solve this, you will get 1512. So this will be equal to 1512. So coefficient of x raised to 5 is 1512. Clear? So this was about the first question. Just note it down. Now let's see the second one. Coefficient of a raised to 5, b raised to 7 in a minus 2b raised to 12. Second one. A minus 2b whole raised to 12. Okay, so we write down our general term tr plus 1. That is equal to n. What is n? 12. So I write down 12. Cr. A raised to 12 minus r. Instead of b here it's minus 2b. So I will put minus 2b. Remember now if there is a minus sign we have to take here. Okay. So this will be equal to 12 Cr a raised to 12 minus r minus 2 raised to r and b raised to r. I will get minus 2 raised to r into 12 Cr a raised to 12 minus r b raised to r. So for coefficient of a raised to 5 b raised to 7, what is the power of a here? 12. See, this is the coefficient. Now a raised to 12 minus r, I want a raised to 5, so 12 minus r must be equal to 5, and b raised to 7, here the power of b is r equal to 7. 12 minus r equal to 5, that implies r is equal to 7. Okay, so coefficient of a raised to 5, b raised to 7, this one, so minus 2 raised to 7 into 12c7. Okay, clear? So minus 2 raised to 7, that is equal to 128 minus 128 into 12 factorial, 7 factorial, and 12 minus 7, 5 factorial. So minus 128 into 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial upon 7 factorial. 5 factorial, we know the value is 120. So 7 factorial gets cancelled. 12 ones are, 12 tens are, and 10 and 9 gets cancelled. So minus 128 into 11 into 9 into 8. Okay, when you will solve this, you will get 101376 minus 101376. Clear? So this was about the second question. Just note it down. Now let's move to the next. Write the general term in the expansion of third. Now you write down the general term. X square minus y whole raised to 6. The formula for general term TR plus 1, I'm writing it here, TR plus 1 equal to NCR e raised to n minus r b raised to r. So here a is x square, b is y, and n is 6. So TR plus 1 will be equal to 6 CR. A means x square raised to 6 minus r, and b, that is minus y raised to r. Okay, so this is the general term. We can also rearrange it in such a way like 6crx. 6 to the 12 minus 2r. Okay, 2 into r. And minus y, I can take minus 1 raised to r, y raised to r. Er plus 1 will be equal to minus 1 raised to r, 6cr, x raised to 12 minus 2r, y raised to r. Okay, let's see the fourth one. Here it's x square minus yx whole raised to 12. A is x square, b is minus yx, and n is equal to 12. So TR plus 1, this will be equal to 12CR. A means x square raised to 12 minus r, b minus yx raised to r. So I'll rearrange it. 12CR x raised to 24 minus 2r. 12 to the 24 and minus 102 minus 2r. Minus 1 raised to r, y raised to r, x raised to r. So now x same base. So TR plus 1 will be equal to first minus 1 raised to r, we write it down first, into 12CR, x raised to 24 minus 2r plus r. So 24 minus r and y raised to r. Okay, so this was the general term for x square minus yx whole raised to 12. Yeah, so note down question number 3 and 4. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 5. Find the fourth term in the expansion of x minus 2y raised to 12. X minus 2y whole raised to 12. This is for A. B is minus 2y. N is 12. So first we will use the formula general term. For general term, TR plus 1. NCR. A raised to n minus r. What is A? X raised to n. What is n here? It's 12. So let's put down right the value 12. X raised to 12 minus r. B means minus 2y raised to r. Okay. So now see, the question is you have to find out the fourth term. I need to find out T4. I will adjust it as T3 plus 1. R is equal to 3. This will be equal to 12C3. Okay. X raised to 12 minus 3 minus 2 raised to R means 3 and Y raised to 3. Okay. So minus 2 raised to 3, that will be minus 8. I'm writing it first. 12C3, 12 factorial upon 3 factorial into 12 minus 3, that is 9 factorial. X raised to 12 minus 3, that is 9, and y cube. So minus 8 into 12 into 10, 11 into 10 into 9 factorial. Upon 3 factorial, that is 6 into 9 factorial into x raised to 9 y cube. Okay, so 9 factorial, 9 factorial will get cancelled. 6 ones are 6 twos are. So 2 into 11, 22 into 10, that is 220. So this T4 will be equal to minus 8 into 220 x raised to 9 y cube. So minus 8 into 220, we will get it minus 1760. So minus 1760 x raised to 9 y raised to 3. This is our fourth term. Okay, so this was about question number 5. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 6. Find the 13th term in the expansion of 9x minus 1 by 3 root x whole raised to 18. Okay, so this is our A. Our B is minus 1 upon 3 root x and N is 18. So we'll first use the formula for general term. This is equal to NCR means 18CR. A raised to 18 minus R. So 9x raised to 18 minus R. And B means minus 1 upon 3 root x whole raised to R. Okay, now the question is 13th term. So the 13th, this will be equal to T12 plus 1. So our R is equal to 12. This will be 18C12 9x raised to 18 minus 12 minus 1 raised to R, that is 12 upon into 1 upon 3 root x raised to 12. I just separated minus negative from it, minus 1 from it. Okay, so this will be 18C12. Let's calculate it here roughly. 18C12. This will be 18 factorial upon 12 factorial. 18 minus 12, 6 factorial. 18 into 17 into 16 into 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 factorial upon 12 factorial, and value of 6 factorial we know it as 720. So 12 factorial, 12 factorial gets cancelled. So when you calculate, this will be equal to 18564. This will be 18564 into 18 minus 12, 6. So it will be 9 raised to 6 into x raised to 6. Minus 1 raised to 12, as the power is even, it will be plus 1. So no need to write down plus 1, okay? Into 1 upon 3 raised to 12 Okay, and root x. Here root x means x raised to 1 by 2 and whole raised to 12. So 1, 8, 5, 6, 4. Now we know 9 is equal to 3 square, right? 9 raised to 6. I can write it down. 3 square whole raised to 6. Right? Clear? 3 square whole raised to 6. So this will be equal to 3 raised to 12. So here I can add on 3 raised to 12 x raised to 6 into 1 by 3 raised to 12. Now 12 and 1 by 2, so it will be equal to 6 x raised to 6. Okay, so 3 raised to 12, 3 raised to 12 get cancelled, x raised to 6, x raised to 6 will get cancelled. So 13th term will be equal to 18564. So the 13th term will be a constant term. Okay, so this was about question number 6. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next one. Question number 7 and 8, you have to find out the middle terms. So 7, 3 minus x cubed by 6 whole raised to 7. Now see here n is equal to 7. So total terms that will be equal to 8. Okay, so middle term that will be equal to 8 by 2, that is fourth, and 8 plus 2, that is 10 by 2, that is fifth term. If you get confused, then you can write down like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just cancel one on both the side, second on both the side, third on both the sides. So fourth and fifth will be the middle term. Okay. So first the general formula TR plus 1, that will be equal to NCR. What is N? 7. 7CR. A raised to 7 minus R means 3 raised to 7 minus R. And what is our B? Minus x cubed by 6. Minus x cubed by 6 whole raised to R. So now for fourth term, it will be T3 plus 1. So R is equal to 3. 7C3, 3 raised to 7 minus 3, that is 4. I am separating this negative sign, minus 1 raised to 3, x cube raised to 3, and denominator 6 raised to r means 6 raised to 3. So this will be minus 1 raised to 3, that will be minus. 7C3 we will solve it separately. 7 factorial, 3 factorial, 7 minus 3, 4 factorial. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial upon 3 factorial, that is 6, and 4 factorial, that is 4 factorial. 6 gets cancelled, 7 5 are 35. So this is minus 35, 3 raised to 4 into x cube and 3. So x raised to 9. Okay, now 6, that is equal to 6 raised to 3. I can write it 3 into 2 raised to 6. So this will be 3 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 6. So I can write it down 3 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 6. So minus 35 into, now 3 raised to 4 in the numerators and denominator will be 3 square. X raised to 9 upon 3 square into 2 raised to 6. Okay, sorry, we made a mistake here. 6 raised to 3 with 3. Here, let us change. It will be 3 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 3. So 3 raised to 3 will get cancelled. So minus 35 into 3 x raised to 9 upon 2 cube, that is a. So minus 35 into 3, that is minus 105 x raised to 9 upon a. This is the fourth term. This is one of the middle term. And for fifth term, I need to take this as 4 plus 1. So R is equal to 4. So 7C4, then 3 raised to 7 minus 4, that will be 3, minus x, so minus 1 raised to R, that is minus 1 raised to 4, x raised to 4 upon 6 raised to 4. 7C4, that will be equal to 7C3 because 7 minus 4 is 3. So that is 35. Minus 1 raised to 4, that will be plus 1 into 3 cube into x raised to 4. Now similarly 6 raised to 4, I can write it down as 3 raised to 4 into 2 raised to 4. Okay, so 3 cube will get cancelled here. So 35 x raised to 4. Okay, 2 raised to 4, that is equal to 16, and divide by 3, that will be equal to 48. So 48. So this is the fifth term, which is also one of the middle term. So the middle terms are minus 105 by 8x raised to 9 and 35 by 48 into x raised to 4. Here, so this was about question number 7. So just note it down. Now let's move to the next. That is question number 8. Question number 8. X plus 3 plus 9y whole raised to 10. So A is equal to x by 3, B is equal to 9y, and n is equal to 10. Now n equal to 10, that means total terms will be 11. 5 term on one side, 5 term on other side. The middle term will be sixth term. Middle term, or I can write down 11 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to sixth term. Okay. Now first let's write down the general formula. TR plus 1, that is equal to NCR, that is 10CR. A raised to 10 minus R means x by 3 raised to 10 minus R. B raised to R, 9y raised to R. We need to find out sixth term. So T6, that will be equal to T5 plus 1. So our R is equal to 5. This will be 10C5. Okay. X raised to 10 minus R, that is 5 upon 3 raised to 5 into 9 raised to 5 y raised to 5. Okay, so 10C5, we will solve it separately. 10C5, 10 factorial upon 5 factorial into 5, 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 factorial upon 5 factorial, that is 120, and another 5 factorial, I will put it as it is. Okay, so this will be equal to 5 factorial gets cancelled. So this will be equal to 252. So 252 into x raised to 5 upon 3 raised to 5. Now 9 raised to 5, I can write down 3 square raised to 5. So it will be 3 raised to 10. So into 3 raised to 10, y raised to 5. So 3 raised to 5 get cancelled. It will be 3 raised to 5. Okay, now 3 raised to 5, that is 243. So T52 into 243 into x raised to 5, y raised to 5. So 252 into 243, that will be equal to 61236. X raised to 5, y raised to 5. This is our sixth term and this is the middle term. So the middle term is 61236 x raised to 5 y raised to 5. Okay, so this was about question number 8. So just note it down. Okay, students. So that's it for today. In our next video, we'll continue with question number 9 and finish this exercise. Thank you.